Hello and welcome, it's Emilia for Papertrey Ink. Few days ago I made a short video with this card and actually straight away I thought, oh, I wish I could make it also in pink. And then I thought, why not recording a tutorial for a very similar card but in a different color. Probably you will be able already see the reel for this card. Maybe you will join me today and create with me a pink version. So let's start with the products. I will be using products from the new release from Papertrey Ink, mostly I think. This is a stacked mail collection. And when I saw this, I thought I need to make that was my first project with the new release because I wanted to make a card with it. I love vintage vibe, the old papers and things like that, so this is perfect. Then I do have the stacked mail stencil, which we will use on the top of our mail pile. Then I do also have Into the Blooms mixed bouquet, the die collection, and I use the little flowers and the branches from that set, and also from the this is the stacked mail. This is the stamp set, so you can use it with the cutting dies, but you don't have to, but I will be using that to decorate my top mail. When creating a card like that, when you do have a large focal point and then maybe some embellishments, you also need something for the background. Instead of creating my own background, I was lazy and I thought I will choose the pattern papers. It doesn't matter, you know, the brand, whatever. You just need a paper that is not overwhelming your composition. So here I use this wood light blue color, and for today I want to show you 3 different papers that could work. So this one, because I will be creating card in pink, has some design, but you know, it's subtle. Then we've got this one. You could probably recreate that with the inks. And then I've got this one, which is this is more pinky, this is more like peach color, I think. And for today I probably would go with this because I wanted the pink card, but these are great, and maybe I will make a third card with one of these. The important thing is that the background is very, very subtle. There is something going on, but not too much. The background will go on the side and I will focus on die cutting. For this I'm going to use a watercolor paper, or if you have a cream paper, off-white paper. Then for the flowers I will use probably white card, and then I also have another pattern paper, light green, which I'm going to use for the leaves, and then I will be inking them anyway, just to change that color slightly. I'm going to start with the stencil, and this is the top part of my stacked mail. I will place the stencil. So we do have 2 stencils in this set for 2 colors if you want to use. I will go with the pink and with brown. So I'm starting with pink. I try to grab the color that is corresponding with my background. It's not super good, but I think not too bad. So if you will be creating it, you can do it like opposite way. You could choose first the colors of the inks you will be using and then find the background that is matching that. Okay, so I did the border with the first stencil. I will remove that, and then we apply the second one. I want this one to be in light brown. For the light brown I'm using frayed burlap, and I will go between the pink what is it, stripes. You will have brown. Okay, let's remove that, and I'm going to add some stamping to it as well. So look, this is super pretty. we do have a few stamps to choose from. You can also stamp them and die cut them and create like a dimensional layout, but I think I will be fine just doing it flat, and I will create something similar to what I had on the card. So it was like that. Let's just make something very similar. So I started with this postage stamp in the corner, roughly. It doesn't need to be the same. Okay, then I had this mail like, what is it? I don't know how you call it, but when they stamp it on the post office, kind of wavy lines. Then actually you can add anything you want. There is the one with the lines, and I'm just going to use that as well. What I did on my previous card, I did stamp some saying, I am so lucky to know you, from another set, and I think maybe I will do that here as well. But even if not, we do have some lines, so you could even write something if you want. And I did it twice, trying to have equal gaps, but it's not super important. Something like that. Then we will have the ribbon in the middle, so don't have to worry about that. You can just play with it and arrange it however you want. Whatever ink you use for the mail, you can use for the ribbon, and you can use for the flowers. This way everything match each other. Okay, now I will die cut that, and I also have a little bow from that set. I'm going to stamp that and die cut that as well. I'm also going to use the same ink for the flowers, and I will just ink them in the centers. I want the centers to be pink and edges of the petals white. I'm going back to frayed burlap, and I'm just going to ink the edges of my stacked mail pile, and maybe with something darker as well here and there. Last thing to ink are these leaves. I showed how I do it every time, so I think I will skip it today. I do have the same choice as usual, peeled paint that will go on that leaf, and then I do have forest moss, which I'm going to add on the edges of the other one. What I'm also going to do for the leaves is I do have bundled sage, Spritz, and I'm going to add few splats here and there just to make them more interesting. And I will add splats on the flowers as well, using the mixture of ink with a bit of water, the same ink I used to color them. So let's make our card. I'm starting with attaching the background. For this I just used glue. My background is slightly smaller than the card base. The card base is A2 size, opening to the top. You can distress the edges, you can add stitches. I'm going to leave it like that. Then I will come with my card, my stacked mail. I keep my foam pads mostly in the middle, because later I will be adding some small pieces here and there, and let's just position it similarly to what I had on the other card, so roughly in the middle. And then with the foam pads I'm going to attach my top layer. I will ink the edges as well, because now look, it's too white to the rest. Now I can attach the ribbon. With that I will just go with the glue. I'm not worrying about that stamped sentiment, because I didn't plan it very well this time, so it's fine that I'm covering it. And then I'm going to add a bow in the middle, and now I will create the flower composition. So I had one smaller composition here and larger here, and I think I will go with a similar layout, and then I will choose the sentiment. For the flowers, I'm going to use foam pads, and what I wanted to say, my flowers hasn't got the flower centers. I will choose them later. I will start the composition by adhering the leaves, similar to what I had on my previous card, maybe not exactly the same. Some of the branches I will make shorter or divide them in two. This one can go here to the top. Something to start with, and then I can bring the flowers. For the flowers I'm going to use the foam pads. So I think I will have one there, and I will have a little foam pad in the middle. Later I can bring some pearls or gems. I will look for something. So let's have that flower here. Okay, and the third one here near the middle. I do have one branch left from the last time, so I thought maybe I will use it today. Or is it too big? I could use those two little leaves. This is just playing with my composition. I also had one flower underneath the male, so I'm attaching this one. I'm trying to use all the leaves I have left, so I will just put them here and there. Now I want to add these little pieces. Like I said, I do have one book that I use for my crafts. It's very old. I actually took it out from the rubbish bin. Someone was throwing it away. Yeah, it was ripped and bad conditions. I thought I can have that, I can use it. I'm going to then add the little pieces. Oh, maybe this one is a bit lighter, here and there. This just, I'm adding it with the glue. We don't have to see the words, it's just for the interest, for something happening in the background. I have a small piece of crochet lace. What I like to do, I like to cut it into even smaller pieces, and then I pull the strings, so I create something like a, I don't know, it's just a texture for me, and I like to add it here and there on my cards. So for that I would usually use a hot glue. This one may be there. This is too big, slightly smaller. So these tiny pieces, oops. So I'm going to add one piece here, small dot of a glue, and then that one may be there. If you're attaching it flat to the card, you can use any glue, but in the composition I would use the hot glue. And well, we need to find the sentiment now. I took another small sentiment from this Hello stamp set. It's a sending hugs. I didn't stamp it very well, but I can live with that. And I'm going to add it here near my flower composition. I do have the foam pads on the bottom. Now I will look for the gems for the flowers, and I'm going to add few splats. I will bring the twine as well to add here and there, and this will be it. So slowly we are coming to the end. I couldn't find anything in pink that would match my card, so I'm going to go with these brown pearls. They're not too bad. I do have a lot of gems, but honestly not many pink. For splattering, I will use Vintage Photo Distress Spritz. I will try to add tiny brown splats. I'm covering the sentiment a little bit. You may try on something else before going straight to your card. Small brush helps. This will be much lighter when they are dry. My card is ready. Let me know, what do you think? I did use my previous card as an inspiration. I only changed the colors, but it looks different. I absolutely love it. And from the beginning, I wanted to create it in pink, and I'm so glad I did. Let me know if you find this video inspirational. Please subscribe to Papertrey Ink YouTube channel to be notified about the new videos. Thank you so much for joining me today. Take care, everyone. Have a lovely creative day. Bye bye.